Good morning, everyone. It's Sarah Joanne, and it is elemental evening or morning, as in the case of this one, number 4, and I'm going to be talking about the dragons. And the dragons are amazing, absolutely amazing, wonderful creatures to connect with. So I'm sharing these videos, just to recap, because I have a course launching called Everything Elemental, which the doors are opening on Sunday night. And this is a membership group course which incorporates everything in the elemental realm. So it's covering fairies, it's covering dragons, it's covering unicorns, pixies, elves, trolls, gnomes, leprechauns, you name it. It's all in there. And I'll be talking more about that tomorrow night. But in the meantime, I'm sharing it with you each night or each morning, as in this case, a flavour of what's in the course. So it gives you an idea of the sort of things that are going to be on offer within the course. So morning Katharina, morning Inga, nice, thank you for watching me. So I'm going to talk a bit about dragons this morning, and then I'm being guided to do a bit of a meditation, and then if I get a chance I'll also pull some cards. So we'll see what happens. So dragons, they are close to the earth like fairies, the 4th dimensional, which means they've got more grounded earth energy. Although you can get dragons that are very high in the high realms as well, up with the unicorns. And they are very, very powerful creatures and wonderful to connect with. Morning Linda, thank you for joining me. And like the fairies, they're related to the elements. So we have fire dragons, and we have air dragons, and we have earth dragons, and we have water dragons. And it's said that your own guardian dragon is connected to your, star sign. So my star sign is a Gemini, and that's an air. So typically my guardian dragon would be an air dragon, but actually for me it's not the case. It's actually a mix of an air and an earth dragon when I've asked her. So you've got to, when you connect into the realm yourself, and we'll do a little bit of connecting today, and obviously there's meditations in the course to connect with the dragons strongly. You may find your experience slightly different to that, but typically an air dragon will be with an air sign, an earth dragon will be with an earth sign, but you may find that you've got a mix of that as well, like I've got a mix of that. So you have to be open to what your own experience will be, and that'll be right. And going into history of dragons, because I've been doing a bit of a history as well, which is also in the course, and I've been sharing a bit of that about the different elementals this week. The dragon comes from the Greek word drakonta, which means to watch. And that's probably because the dragons used to, if you look at history and where it's documented, they watched treasure, they guarded, gold in the mountain, and they always watched and, protected things. So that's probably where the word to watch means, where it's come from. And they're documented throughout Asia, particularly in Asia, if you think about dragons in China. And you think about the Chinese New Year and the celebrations, there's always dragons as part of that. But they're also documented in Europe. And again, it's always the Greeks that have the earliest documentation of everything. And they documented the first flying dragon, and they regarded them as protective and very useful. Sometimes dangerous, but mostly very, very good for people. Very protective, and would look after you, and a good sign. But throughout history, and as is often the case, and just take what I'm saying, be open to what I'm saying. If you don't like it, that's fine, just, ignore this bit. But throughout history, religion often has changed the elementals into something that, they're evil, there's something not to be trusted. And this was very much the case with the fairies and why the fairies went underground. And this is the case with the dragons. And in Christian times and biblical times, they were very much regarded as something that was, like Satan, or was evil and would harm humans. But I must admit, when I've connected with the dragons, I haven't felt anything like that. I've just felt goodness and light. But I always intend to connect with the good dragons. And I'm sure there's bad dragons, just like there's, good fairies, bad fairies, good angels, bad angels. Anyway, so then the view of the dragons changed very much into something that was more sinister. And then obviously you've got all the tales of Georgian the dragon and knights slaying dragons for rescuing fair maidens. And it goes throughout history like that. And then more recently, you'll notice, and like I've said with the other elementals, you'll notice there's dragons a lot more around us now. So, for example, in this last few years, we've had The Hobbit and, I can't think of the film name, Lord of the Rings series, and The Hobbit as part of that has a dragon in it. You've got the Game of Thrones series, and that's got dragons and dragon eggs in. And there's so many more dragons around now if you're looking, and it's because, just like with all the other elementals, they are calling the humans to work with them, to enact with them, so we can help the earth and they can help us, so we can work together. So it's no coincidence that we're seeing lots of dragons around, less so than the fairies and the unicorns and the mermaids, but they are still there if you look and you notice. So, like I say, they are very powerful beings, and my first experience with the dragons was probably about, I think it's I'd say about 2 years ago now, and I was at a workshop in London with Diana Cooper actually, and we did a meditation to meet dragons, and it was very powerful. I found it very moving and very clearing actually. I found it cleared a lot of things for me, and then since then I've had them come in meditation, and I sometimes sit in meditation and intend to meet them. And you've got the fire dragons, which are good at helping transmuting and clearing energy. You've got the earth dragons, which are great for grounding and clearing the energy of the earth. You've got the air dragons, which are great for communication, helping you improve communication, and also for helping you to guide and inspire others. And then you've got the water dragons, which are good to help you tap into your psychic ability and your intuitive abilities, and really help you tap into that intuition. And I'm being guided to do a short meditation with the fire dragons, and I just put this top on this morning because I wanted to put it on. I was drawn to the orange, and then I thought, oh yeah, fire dragons. So we will do a short meditation in a moment. But also I want to tell you how to connect with them, because you can connect with them quite easily. We do this in the course and we do it together, and obviously it's a group thing that we do together, and it's lovely because you can share the information together in the group. But you can do this independently, and all you need to do is just put the intention out there that you want to connect with your dragon, and then just see what comes in. And the best way to do this is through meditation. But you can also connect with the dragons with cards. You can connect with the dragons with symbolism. So, for example, I see quite a lot of dragon clouds, and I must admit I probably see more dragon clouds than I do angel clouds, which I find quite interesting and quite, wow, why do I keep seeing all these dragons? But it's probably because I've been writing this course and, connecting with them in a much deeper way. But yeah, if you look in the sky, you can see dragons and you can see clouds, and you can see them through symbolism. So you may see them on TV, or you may see the word dragon or whatever, and that's all signs that they're wanting to connect with you and wanting to connect with your energy, and you connect with them. And I was laughing last night because if you watched me last night, I was doing about mermaids. Sorry, I'm just forgetting then. I was talking about the mermaids, and then at the end I said, I'm going to be talking tomorrow about the dragons, and I'm going to be on at 10 o'clock in the morning, and then I said, and I'm off for a glass of wine now, because I'd waited until I'd finished to have this glass of wine, which I was looking forward to, my Friday night treat. And I laughed because my husband, as soon as I got off the live, my husband had just gone and got himself a beer, and I wonder if it's here. Yeah, it is here actually. Thought it was. Look at the, you probably can't read it because it's backwards. Look at what's on this beer. And there's dragons on this beer, and I was absolutely just a bit dumbfounded, to be honest. And even me, who says, look for all these signs, or, they're showing you they want you to connect with, I still, to this day, even though I know this works, still get blown away sometimes by things, and that really blew me away. And I was laughing because this beer is double dragon ale, and I'd just been sat here on the live going, yeah, we're going to be connecting with the dragons tomorrow, I'm really excited, I can't wait to connect with you. And then I saw this beer and I saw the dragon on the can, And I don't think I've ever seen my husband drink this beer. It's from Wales. God knows where he got it from. But anyway, he's got a dragon on it. And it just really made me laugh